To walk us through this political development, let's talk to coordinator of SWAGA, Senator Dayo Adeyeye, who joins me live from our Abuja studio. The APC presidential candidate now has a substantive running mate. It took a while. We saw a placeholder, and this decision was made public some 3 days before INEC's deadline. We're told that a lot of consultation led to this particular decision. How wide was this consultation, and how united would you say party stakeholders are behind Asiwaju on this one? Senator Adeyeye.
Hello? Well, I believe that Asiwaju consulted widely before making his choice. He had to make an initial he has to make an initial nomination of Alhaji Masari, and while that gives him the chance to make wide consultations among the rank and file of the party, among the leadership, among all the various segments of the party. And I believe that the final choice of Senator Kashim, Shettima, was a product of those consultations. And I believe that he achieved consensus of the party stakeholders before making the announcement of Senator Kashim Shettima public. So I think the choice is very popular among the party members. It's a winning ticket. Alhaji Shettima is extremely popular. He's a reliable person, an experienced politician, a very well-educated person. And I think this will go down well with the rank and file of the party, and indeed, the vast majority of Nigerians.
You mentioned earlier in a statement that this is perhaps the first time in our democratic dispensation where joint ticket holders would have a rich history from both the executive and the legislature. How much impact do you think this will have on this race?
Because basically, the function of government is between the legislative branch and the executive branch most of the time. The executive branch will propose laws, they will make policy decisions, some of which have to be ratified and backed up by the legislative branch. So both of them having experience in these two critical arms of government is very, very important. Both of them have been governors for a period of 8 years. Both of them have served very well, with very remarkable record in the legislature, and I think this will come to bear in the governance of the country. They will be able to relate effectively and efficiently with the National Assembly. They will understand the nuances, the processes, and the way the legislative branch functions in order to avoid friction, in order to get things done quickly. I think this is a very, very, very good decision. The two of them coming together with those backgrounds will lead to positive developments for Nigeria, good legislative executive relations, which will lead to better output, better outcome for all Nigerians.
Asiwaju seems to have addressed the question of faith in a press release credited to him after this announcement, and he was quoted to have said that the spirit of 1993 is upon us. What do you say to those who would contest that is not in tandem with the current realities, given some of the feelers that have trailed this decision?
Well, I will say that the spirit of 1993 is indeed upon us. Some of us participated in the 1993 elections. We worked with Chief MKO Abiola. And the same thing, the kind of complaints we see now, the kind of atmosphere we see now, was actually what we witnessed in 1993 as well. People complaining about Muslim cricket. But at the end of the day, Nigerians were able to overcome the religious prejudices and rally around the ticket. Because what is paramount to the average Nigerian is what is putting food on their table, is having a very efficient government that will deliver the goods for them, that will give them the dividends of democracy. People are not too concerned about the issue of religion. And I want to say that for the Christian folk, a Muslim ticket could even be such that we give them even an advantage. We otherwise they would not even have had under a Muslim Christian ticket. I say this because now the two of them will be too conscious of the fact that they are both Muslims and they will like to go out of their way to please the Christian community. They will not like the Christian community to have any suspicion about them. And so, at the end of the day, even the Muslim community may even suffer a kind of what I would call reverse discrimination, because in an attempt by the Muslim ticket to go out of their way to please the Christian folk. So I do not see anything wrong with this. What matters at the end of the day is the ability of the two of them to deliver the goods for the Nigerian people, and I am absolutely confident. Looking at the antecedent of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, looking at the antecedent of Senator Kashim, Shettima, that the two of them will deliver the goods for Nigeria. Happy days are ahead for us in Nigeria. I am absolutely sure of that, and I want Nigerians to believe that we should bury our prejudices and look forward to having a very, very efficient government that will put the issues of insecurity, push it away permanently from our national life. A government that will begin to fix the economy, create millions of jobs for our youth, and put Nigeria on the world map in terms of all the positive things that you can imagine. So I think by and large, we should not play the religious card too much. We should not play the religious card too much. And I'm happy about the record of the two of them. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu was governor in Lagos State for 8 years, and we never heard of any religious crisis. As a matter of fact, the Christian community, from what I've heard from some of the top pastors, had a very good time at that point in time. And they continue, and Lagos continued to offer continue to offer a level playing field for all religious groups in Nigeria. And in the case of Senator Kashim Shettima as well, the record which we have all seen in Borno State was that the Christian community found him to be the most supportive of any governor that has ever ruled that state. And that is attested to by the chairman of CAN, current chairman of CAN in Borno State. So the two of them have a very good history of relating with the Christian community and of ensuring that there is no discrimination against the other religion. So I believe that Nigerians of all religious persuasions will fare better, will fare well under the Muslim ticket of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and Senator Kashim Shettima.
Quickly talk to us about the electoral value you see Senator Shettima bringing to the table, particularly from the Northeast, where the PDP candidate is also from.
Borno State has the highest votes in the Northeast. In the last election, what I read today, Senator Kashim Shettima scored about 900,000 votes to the 71 that his opponent scored. I mean, that's about 96 or 97% of the votes coming to him. So I believe that with him now on that ticket and with the superlative performance of his successor, Governor Sulom, they will deliver almost 99% of the votes for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu in Borno State. And because that side of the country has neither produced the president nor the vice president before, they will go all out to ensure that they give maximum vote to Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and Senator Kashim Shettima. So it has great electoral value. And I want to also assure you that for those who care so much about religion, and a lot of people care so much about religion, particularly in the northern part of the country, they will be well at home with a Kashim be on the ticket, both in the Northwest and in the Northeast.
It's a good place to leave it, Senator Adeyeye.
And
we'll see how all of these factors you have highlighted play out in the coming days and coming months ahead of the election. SWAGA coordinator, Senator Dayo Adeyeye, live for us in Abuja. Thank you for talking to us tonight.
Thank you very much for having me.